Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to make a video about a knight. A knight is one of the characters that we have in the current banners, and the idea of this video is that you guys can know how good it is, if it is worth to go for it or not. I mean, I'm not going to be telling you, yes, go for it. Yes, he's the best character. No. The whole idea of this video is just to showcase the character for you guys to see how good it is, how can you build it, if it is going to be fitting your play style, if it is going to be a character that you will enjoy to see and play every day. So it's merely that. I hope that this is going to be something good for you guys and that you can decide on where you want to spend your wishes or summons for this particular game. So let's start with the character itself. This is a knight, and as you notice, this a knight doesn't look like the one that we see here in the in the initial stages, right? When you get the character, because normally you will get the character to look where is it? Like this. This is the going to be the normal look for a knight, but my a knight is already inside 2, and being inside 2, I got him to unlock the new dress for him. So this is the dress for my Anike. I also have these backgrounds that I can switch just by clicking on the name here. And yeah, so that's the reason why. So as you can see here, this is the inside number 2 that I unlocked already. And let's start talking about like many general things, right? All characters have 3 abilities, and they also have some mercy here that are I'm going to be calling them passive skills, right? And when you have insight number 1, which is when you get your character to level 30 and then you complete the insight, then you get this. Get maximum SP. Sorry, for every 20% of your SP that you lost. Sorry. Okay, I know what I'm saying. For every amount of HP that the target lost, you deal 10% more damage. So it's every 20%, right? So if the character is 50%, then you are going to be dealing 20%, or in this case will be, I guess, 25% if it is rounded. I'm not sure. But it's going to be like 20% more damage minimum, 25% more damage if the enemy is at 50% HP. Also, for inside number 2, which is the one that I have, then this is when you complete the inside and level up from 1 to 40 and then activate the new inside. That would allow you to have a damage taken minus 8% when you enter battle. So just right away when you enter battle, you receive 8% less damage. And then there is the last insight here, that is the number 3, that you would require to go up to level 60, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, 50. Yeah, you need to get to level 50 and then complete the insight here. So that will give you that for every 20% that the enemy has lost, you get penetration rate to 10%. To be honest, guys, I'm not so sure about what exactly penetration does right now. I guess if we look at a character that have penetration, probably we can see the information there. But as I mentioned before, I'm just learning the game, right? And I just want to show you guys what I have learned so far. So portraits. Yes, having portraits is really good. You would have massive increase in damage if you go for the portraits on this character, but it's not that is something absolutely important to go for. It definitely gives you a massive synergy when you have this one, right? Um, because if you defeat an enemy, you can get these 2 additional stacks of rousing morale. Rousing morale gives you 50% more damage with incantations, which is insane. And it's not only for him, but for all the characters in the battle. So it may be something really good to have. Aside from that, let's talk about the Psycube. The Psycube that I'm using right now is this one that gives you Incantation Might. And Incantation Might is basically, guys, the normal abilities, right? The abilities are called incantations, and then the ultimate ability, well, it's called an ultimate ability, right? So as you can see here, when the carrier attacks, If the target has a stacks down or negative status, you increase your damage by 8%. I decided to use this one because I have this girl that I
I'm not
will
good at
not even
dealing with
attempt to
visitors.
pronounce her name.
It reminds me of
Let's call her
something.
Bloom. Right, I have Bloom, and Bloom have this debuff that is going to be constantly putting the weakened state on the enemies, right? Uh, Giving them reality damage, the defense, and damage taken minus 15%, right? So that would allow me to take advantage of this. Like, you can also use this one as well. That also gives you incantation might, and it also gives you more damage when the enemy is above 50% damage, 50% HP. So it's a good way for you to have some damage while you are waiting until the enemy has a reduced amount of HP. But this is not the most important thing that you should be going for. Because these psychutes actually I would not recommend investing on them more than just getting there to level 20 and just keeping them like that. My recommendation would be to wait until you are able to get the best in slot one. And when I was thinking about the side cubes, I was like, yeah, what is going to be the best for this character, right? I was thinking like probably crit rate, and I was using this little coin that give you 5% crit rate, and then I noticed like 5% crit rate is nothing unless you have like something that would increase your crit rate. So I was thinking like, what else can I use? And that's when I came across these side cube that give you incantation might 12%, and for each enemy that you have defeated, you increase your ultimate might plus 4% for the carrier, and this stacks up to 4 times. Most of the battles would have like 3 4 random mobs, and then after that there comes a second wave with a boss and more mobs. So it is going to be relatively easy for you to get the 4 stats, and then once the second wave of enemies come, you probably would have your ultimate already available, and then you use your ultimate and destroy everyone. So um, that's why I decided to go for this. Also, I was checking Pridewayne. I'm not sure if you guys know this webpage, but I recommend it. It's called Pridewayne, and Pridewayne have like a tier list and information about the characters. And here, when I was checking the side cubes, and I also found that the side cube that I was thinking about is already recommended here. So I definitely decided to go for it. Um, Regarding farming these side cubes is not going to be so easy because you need this material and it is pretty hard to come by. You actually need to wait a couple of days until you are able to get that. Um, you can see it here. Let me show you. You go here to enter the show. You can come here to where it says resources, and then you come here where it says Numa analysis. As you can see, you can have 2 in-depth analysis chances every day. You get 2, and then that increases the amount of the specific coin that you're going to be getting, right? So if you don't do it like that, you get like a very minimal amount of it. I did it like 5 times today, and I got 6, not 4 times, and I got 6 of these. So it would take you like an insane amount of this resource, like the cellular activity, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to like continuously farm this um, without waiting for the next day until you get the refreshes, right? It's just better to farm the 2 ones that you have every day and then wait, right? I think that's my recommendation. Um, so now, enough talking about the character, enough talking about passive and skills and all of that. Let me just give you guys a demonstration of what the character can do. And I was thinking like, I want to show you guys a demonstration that's actually not going to be um that bad. Like for example, this one requires insight level 1 and insight 1 and level 40. So I'm going to be doing this one. And also the reason to go for this one is because the enemies here are dark type, so I would not have elemental advantage. So I just want to show you guys what would be the damage. Also, I'm going to be using these two characters, and just keep in mind this also. There are two types of damage in the game. There's reality damage and there's mental damage, and it's basically like magic damage and physical damage. That's the way I see it, right? I like to use this girl because she, debuff reality damage, and she give you a buff as well, right? For like all sorts of damage. Check it out here. We can see the buff here that increases the damage dealt by 50%, 15%, and you also get a reduced amount of damage. And you also get some penetration rate as well. But this is for the caster. So that's the team that I'm normally using when I don't need survivability. If I need survivability, I use the apple. I really like the apple, actually. Apple is really good. Okay, so let's go.
Take thy sword. Duel with someone fair and square.
So basically, the way I normally play is that on the first turn that I just activate the 2 buff, and then you want to use this skill the most because this skill attacks only one target, but it gives you 1 Motzi. So always go for this skill first because it will be increasing your Motzis faster, right? And once the enemies are about to die, then you can attack with this other one that is going to deal in increased damage. And sorry, this attacks 2 enemies, and if you kill the enemy, it gives you more Motzis. So it's not showing there. I should have show you the abilities before. But here you will be able to see the damage, right? You can see there 2000 damage. It's not bad at all. Right, and for now, I just want to activate my ultimate as fast as I can, so I'm going to continue using it. So let me do this. I'm going to be using double of this, and then I will be using... No, I'm going to be using triple of this, because the whole idea is to have them go low HP so that they can attack with this and deal more damage. Also remember that the lower the HP of the enemy, the more damage you can do with this character. Okay, so let's see what we can do here so that I kill these guys. And this. Wait, I'm going to be using this. Get this to level 2. And once it's level 2, you see here, attacks 2 enemies and get 1 Motzi. Okay, wait, this one is only 1 Motzi. Let me cancel that. What is this one? Okay, if the target is defeated, 2 Motzis. Okay, this is the one that I'm going to be using. So basically what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be putting the debuff. I will use the buff, and I can definitely kill this one.
Don't be so serious. I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Never hesitate.
See, 3000 damage.
Nice move.
What? I can't make the call?
And now it's just a matter of finishing up this last guy here. So let's go with this, I guess. And I'm just going to be doing some movements here. That and that. That's it.
Secrets always hide in careless ways. Listen carefully.
Alright. So now we are going to be able to see the damage that I will be doing with my ultimate here. But I don't have any buff. Oh. Using this for to be better to get the buff. Go with debuff.
Follow the will of God.
Something good about the ultimate for this character is that he attacks all the enemies, which is something really good as well, right? Dealing damage to all enemies with the ultimate is very important. Here you see 4000 damage.
What? I can't make the call?
And now pretty much these guys are dead, so what I can do is I will attack with this. I will finish the boss with this and this.
The sword is drawn.
Each moment, now night.
There you go, guys. Now you can
Considering
see
someone's physical
how good
condition,
is this character.
the investiture
If
can
you
be
are actually
simplified.
going to be willing to pull for it, I do recommend him. I mean, I'm having fun with the character. I like the design. I like that it is just cape with some blows and a floating sword. It's just a different concept than like massive titties and asses and things like that, right? The game definitely have a differentiator, and I like that. I think that we need something like this. So hope that this was something that would allow you to know more about this character, guys, and that you are able to then enjoy the game the way you want. Remember, I'm not telling you that this character is OP. I'm not telling you that you should go for it. I'm just showing you guys what this character can do so that you can decide what you guys want to do. Thank you so much for coming to the channel and see you in the next one. Peace.